Time to bring the hoopty in, get a look at it, see what all it's going to take, because my trip to Oregon means I'll be gone for a while, and she needs to have a second or third vehicle in case one goes down. I don't know. I told her I've got a pile she could drive, but she wants to drive this one. She likes this little thing. So we got a traction control light on. It's not gonna matter. Tire pressure monitor light, check engine light, service TPM, change oil. I'm not gonna turn the key off. Let's see what codes we have. Get the hood open. See what we're dealing. Oh, see what we're dealing with. All right, let's look at our codes. We got 4 engine codes. Manifold absolute sensor performance test failed since DTC cleared. Manifold absolute pressure sensor low circuit voltage. Crank position sensor circuit test failed since DTC cleared. Idle speed low. Steering position sensor front left tire, right front low tire, right rear low, left rear low. Good night, Charlie Brown. Okay, well, first thing that's suspect is, if you look here at the map sensor, you got a bunch of electrical tape on there. Oh, looky there. We got a problem with the crank sensor too, it says. I'm not going to get too deep into the crank sensors. Let's clear the codes and turn the key on, engine off. We saw what everything is. Traction control, I assume that was a steering angle. Continue. Clear codes. Yes. Codes cleared. Okay. Continue. Codes menu. Display codes. Run. Not run. Let me think here. Let's go back here. Let's go back. We'll do a code scan. Code scan. Here we go. We'll see what it does. Meanwhile, I guess we need to do something with the map sensor. I mean, obviously that's a problem. And it looks like it's been messed with before. Anti-lock brake. Steering position signal. And our TPS. Every TPS sensor, TPMS, tire pressure monitoring sensor, is showing wrong. I'll look at the tire pressure, but they sure don't look like they're low. Maybe we can get into that and see what they're actually reading. Data. Oh, nice. Zeros, I bet there's no sensors in them. I bet you that's the problem. More than likely, those look like regular valve stems. They probably just did away with them. So I guess we won't be messing with them. Won't have to be concerned about that now, will we? So really what I want to do is I want to look at codes. Again, I want to pull all the wheels off, and I want to look at the brakes and get a general look at this thing and see if we want to go anywhere with it, or if we're just going to put a crank sensor in it, maybe look at that map sensor, wiring, and call it good. Let her do what she's going to do till it breaks, and then throw it away. All right, so the only thing we have reset is that steering position signal. I don't know if we're going to mess with that. It does affect... Apparently the traction control light come on or something. Look how bad that's running. Let's see if we can get it straightened around. Look at that. I got the tape off. To my surprise, no splices. I want to go inspect these. You can see the weather pack is tucked in on 2 of them, pulled out on another. So this one here, I don't know if this will show up well one-handed, but that white looks like it's broke right there. Looks like that wire's broke. I soldered it back together. It's not ideal because we got some exposed here, but it'll be good for testing, and then I can order new clips or connector. We're going to try that, see if that takes care of the issue that we were having. If it does, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, I guess I got to keep going. I think this one's broke right there. It's maybe still making connection, but it's close. There's what was still connected. This is where those tests we do with light bulbs to carry ampacity, this is where those tests would have really shined, because that's all that was there, and it was broke just touching. These other ones here came off inside the insulation. Well, it's only temporary if it doesn't work. We still have a crank sensor problem, and it'll shut off completely. Grief, man. Stripped off completely. Great. Add it to the list.
The reason the brakes were pulsating so bad is the rotor, which your head's not.
We're just never gonna get away from this rust problem. It gets underneath here, push on the brake pads, they're stuck. You know, look how thick the outside is, how thin the inside is. You think it's been machined before? Look at the inside of that rotor. Jeez, it's like all ground off, and they just threw, like they just threw pads over top. You can actually feel the grooves, what was ground in there. I mean, at least they're consistent. What is with people and lug nuts lately? Nobody puts them all on, or they put them on backwards. You're not going to believe how tight these lug nuts are. Them little bitty lug nuts. Holy crap. That is way too tight. Get the wheel off. Let's see how bad this side is. You know, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this truck because it's kind of like at the end of its life. It's 268,000 miles on a little Colorado with, you know, obviously body rust, damage, dents, whatever, and the frame's, not terrible, but oh, I can't even move that. Holy crap. I guess I gotta get a bigger hammer. Guess that's not gonna do it. Anyways, I don't want to spend a lot of money on this, but it needs to be safe. So I need to look at the brakes and look at the suspension, the frame, and all this stuff. And if my wife's going to drive, we got to make it good. So let's try and keep our investment to a minimum in the old turd. She seems to really love this truck. So I guess we're just going to move forward. Good old drum brakes, man. Maybe I can get that stud changed without too much grief. That would be nice, huh? If only it didn't have a rust ridge here holding the brake shoes on. Woohoo! Victory! Got new brake shoes on here, and the wheel seal's not leaking, and it looks like I can replace that wheel stud without pulling the axle, so that is good. Frame's kind of good around here. It gets a little thin up in this spot right here, so sooner than later it'll have to have some work done, like, you know, all of these, but so far so good. Let's get the other side apart. I see the source of our loud exhaust. Oh man, rusty crusty Ohio mess. Well, this one has all the lug nuts. Let's see if any of them break off. Lord, that's tight. It's no wonder they broke. So far, so good. One left. Are we going to make it? Ha ha! Victory! Look at that. Fantastic. Let's get this sucker off here. I'm only missing one center cap. Not so bad. I don't want to look at all this stuff too close because I don't want to rebuild this old turd. This old junker. Oh look, my favorite word, right there. This frame's actually better on this side. It's got a little bit of thin right up in this area right here, but I don't know. If she likes this truck, I really don't have a problem doing a little frame patchwork. Let's see what these brakes look good. Let's see what these brakes look like. Well, same thing. It's a little damp right there maybe. Do we have a little bit of an axle seal leak here, or did we have a wheel cylinder problem? Looks like a new wheel cylinder. Yeah, fresh rust. I wonder if they just didn't clean that well. I don't see anything wet, and it's wet up. It's damp up on the top. Scooby-Doo mystery continues. Well, what's it smell like? Brake dust, of course. Yeah, it smells like brake fluid. Ooh, we got something on the back of it. Oh, I can't tell. It's so minor. Well, I guess it's something we'll keep an eye on, because I don't know if it's really worth getting too deep into it. We'll check the fluid level and differential, make sure it's full, but man, I gotta tell you, with the brand new wheel cylinder there, it makes me think that they just didn't clean the backing plate off. I mean, there's no never sees on the adjusters. They put all new hardware in. So the likeliness this got a fleet, you know, in and out really quick type maintenance is pretty high. Let's look at the other wheel cylinder. This might be a new wheel cylinder as well. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that is, because I see marks on the brake line where they've had a wrench on it and raw metal. So I've looked the whole thing over, and of all the things that I was surprised that it needed, I was shocked it needed this. Gonna give those wheels an aerosol overhaul. I just hit them with a wire wheel just to clean some rust off. It won't be great, but it'll be better. Well, it's gonna be silver or charcoal gray, and my wife seemed to like the charcoal gray better, so there's what we get. Not fantastic, but better than it was. At least it's all one color of crappy.
Well, we got the new shock on this side and the new wheel stud that was stripped out. And he got the new shock on this side.
Look, we just increased the value of this truck by double, just by painting the wheels.
It does look a lot better.
I mean, when you started with, it wasn't worth anything to begin with, and you just went to a little bit more. Whatever.
Hey, it looks a lot better.
I think it does too.
So.
I got a new connector. It comes with these butt connectors with heat shrink in them, but that's not what we're going to do. Now we got staggered joints there. So now what I'll do is tape it here, and I'll tape it here so my connection doesn't move. I don't want that to be banging around. A lot of guys think that if you solder this, it'll break at the end of the solder. Well, if that was the case, then every circuit board that's soldered would be breaking, but they don't. You know, this is a very good system. I like it. I don't have any troubles with this, so we're going to continue doing it like that. I use a good tape here. This is 3M 33 plus. Come up here. All done. Well, I guess we're gonna triple my investment now. We're gonna change oil. Get an air filter for it, get an oil filter. That way when it dies, it'll at least leave new oil all the way down the road to its final resting place. Like I was saying, at least wherever it dies alongside the road, or at least wherever it lets all the oil out, it'll be clean. We're going to look at that and see what that looks like. Not that it really matters. There's one thing about this little guy, it doesn't hold a lot of oil. That oil's coming out like thick molasses. Smells just like dirty oil. Doesn't smell like gas or anything. That's surprising with that map sensor the way it was. Lay it out like that. See if I can see any shimmer in there or anything. I'll let it sit for a while and let anything settle to the bottom. See if there's any coolant or anything in it. Never know. I'm as far as I can go mechanically because I'm waiting on rotors and 2 studs and we can put the front end back together. So now starts the monumental task of making this thing less disgusting. Yeah. But when she's done, it'll be a daisy. This does not do the headliner justice of just how filthy it really is. That's alright. It'll be gooder. Yummy! So I'm working on this seat to see if we can get this any higher. And I wanted to, it feels like the cushion's all worn out, which it is. But you can't believe what this cost. They want like $200 and some for the seat foam. Well, I'm not willing to spend that. So I think what we're going to do is maybe lay some foam over top of this. Maybe put some underneath it here so it has something to sit on. Maybe roll a piece under that. I don't know. Okay, so the springs have taken its toll on this cushion bottom, so I bought some of this dense mat to put under the bottom from the upholstery shop. So I just put contact cement on either side. You gotta wait for it to dry, then we'll put it in. And then I'm gonna glue this back. I've already glued this part back. we're going to glue this back together here, and then we're going to lay a piece in this way and glue it into here to help hold that and keep it from crushing in again. It's better to have upholsterer's glue, but whatever. Okay, that's dry. That's not dry. These two surfaces have to be 100% dry before you put them together. Oh, and I bought a sewing machine. It's a heavy-duty machine. It'll do harnesses and leather, and the lady that I got all this stuff from, she's in her 70s, 79 I think, and she's retiring. So hopefully we can purchase some other things, huh? Mm-hmm. That would make life easier. I should have got more of this.
Yeah. Well, it seems to be looking good, like it's gonna help. It's gotta be better than it was.
Yeah, I mean, we're not expecting, superb results, but...
Well, this thick stuff down here will help because the springs were cutting into the cushion, so that'll help. And I think you're putting some on the actual seat part, right? Maybe.
It's all back together now, and all the seams line up okay. It pulled in good. You can feel the bolster now. It's not flat. This side's still a little low, but I think it's going to be all right. It's much better than it was. At least you're not pushing on that metal now, and it's holding the foam still holding together. So hopefully it should be all right. She's going to go ahead and clean it all up. She's doing the other one now, and once it's done, it'll be ready to go in. But the floor mat's out because there's water on the floor. So we need to figure out where the water's coming in. It's on this side. I don't know if the window was left open at the auction. You know, this discoloration here gives you a good indication. It could just be sun faded, could have a windshield leaking or a seal somewhere. I don't know, but we want to make sure that we dry it out first, and we're going to take it outside once we put it all back together and make it run and drivable. We'll put it outside, let the sun bake all the moisture out. This has been running overnight trying to get it out, and over here I'll show you what this was. This is how much water was in this. I literally squeezed the water out of this, and it left a huge puddle overnight. We'll have to get that dried up. So it's going to be sunny and hot. We'll put it outside and let it bake, get all that dried out. I got my rotors got to put on. I think it's interesting that these are the same as the ones we took off. Real thick on the outside, thinner on the inside. Kind of weird. I went to go put my brake pads on. I put my anti-squeal stuff on the back of it like I always do. I went to go put the brake pads on, and here we go again. No hardware. It's supposed to come with new hardware like this. So I went back and told them I didn't get it. I need the hardware. You got another set you can take them out of? They're like, nope, I'll have to order another set. And I said, you have a hardware kit you can just take them out of? Nope, we'll have to order you another set. Okay, so they ordered me another set, and I'm like, well, let me just take these out, and you just return these because I had to pay for these. Nope, I have to take these off, leave the store. They want these ones back. I mean, what does it matter? Whatever. I'll just get it back together now. Well, it's finally back together. I'll just pump the brake pads out and the pistons and make sure there's no leaks or anything weird going on. And we'll put the wheel on and get it down off the jack stands. Won't that be exciting? It's only been in here for a week. Ridiculous. Thought I was done with the hoopty. Guess not. Have to break that tire down and change that valve stem. Remember when I assumed they removed all the tire pressure monitoring sensors? They did. I'm just going to put a regular stem in there. If we decide to put those in, I got to change them anyways.
Okay, it's full.
So there, you can mount the tire and inflate it with that Milwaukee M18 air compressor. That's pretty impressive. Okay, put it on. It's all back together. You're not putting the interior back in until we check for water leaks in the windshield and the back window and doors and all that crap. So that's why the foam board. Looks good. Okay, and out of the shop we go. We'll take it up to the house. We're gonna get the pressure washer out and pressure wash a few things too. Man, brakes feel good. Airbag lights on because the seat's unplugged, I imagine. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I really care. As long as it don't blow while I'm driving. Well, no stumbling anymore. That's good. I'm a little crooked. Whoa. About fell backwards. Man, it's a lot peppier too. Good deal. Okay. Let's check for water leaks. My wife suspected it was over here, and you can see the streaks on the inside. I started hosing it down, and there's where it started coming in. My question is it the glass, or is it that rear stoplight? Look how it's been water inside there, like it could be leaking. So what I'm going to do is put some water on top of that and see if it continues. I put it right, well, I'll put it right here first and see if it continues. Here.
Doesn't seem to be leaking anymore. It's when he went over this way that it started to come down.
It's not right there.
Little bit right there.
No, I think that's residual.
Okay, well, maybe.
What now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like pouring.
Alright, now I'm going to do just the bottom of the window. See if that's it. It may take a while for whatever was in there to leak out. Just this window. See, it's not leaking over here?
Yeah. Yeah, stop. It's really okay. All right.
Heck yeah, look at that. There's your water leak, lady. Been like that for a long time. Probably whoever replaced these bulbs the last time did that. Alright, let's get it all cleaned up. Not only was it letting water leak inside, but it was letting it leak into the actual light itself. So I'm always going to take that in and clean it, and then clean the bulbs too, and then we'll put it back on. It's pretty gross. So there's a big dent right here, so it pulls this side in, but this here I've straightened out, but there's another dent down here Just doesn't lay right. The gasket's okay, it's staying where it's supposed to, but it's just not gonna. I'm just gonna take some lap sealant and go over top of this. Call it good. I mean, it is a $300 buggy. So I use what's called lap sealant for RV roofs on top of this. And what I did is I went around the top and down and left the bottom open. So this metal here comes up to about this area. And I want to make sure I make it to where any water gets behind there can still come out. I don't want to seal it up completely. That should take care of it. We're going to test it here.
Well, I'd say it's fixed.
Okay, let's put it back together. No leaks?
Nope, nothing.
All right, let's put it together. All right, the reassembly has begun. These door panels and these sill panels here, just so scratched up. They've got so much dirt packed in them, she just can't get it out. She's gonna try and use some dressing on it and see if it'll help, but short of us taking them off and pressure washing them, which we may still need to do, we'll see how it turns out. What you got on your hand there, lady?
A sock.
That's how she puts the dressing on. She puts it on and then she rubs it in with an old sock.
After it sits for a while.
Yeah, after it starts to soak in for a while. You know it's getting serious when the granny rugs come out.
Well, that's slick. So
Hey, whatever, granny.
Hold the floor mat so it doesn't slide around.
Is this a granny's hoopty?
I guess it is.
Take it for its maiden voyage. I don't think I'll like the exhaust. I don't think you will either.
No.
This is just... You gonna lay down over there?
No. No, I just need the seat a little bit back.
Yeah, you will not like the exhaust. I'll guarantee it. Alright, let's get her out on the road and see what she's like. Now with good brakes and good shocks. Ooh, she's peppy. Oh, she's peppy, eh? Let's see what she does for a 0 to 60.
Get too crazy. We don't want to blow it up the first
Oh yeah.
time.
Yeah, we better be careful.
It's got a lot of miles.
I think we have a bent wheel. I got a little bit of a vibration. However, oh, the brakes are good and smooth. Isn't that nice? Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, it stops good too. Fuel gauge don't work. I should have looked into that, huh?
Well, we thought that it started working again, didn't we?
It did for a minute, but it's back to over full. And you won't drive this enough to remember how much fuel's in it.
Right.
Man, I'll tell you what, it runs. There's no hesitation anymore. It's very, very peppy. If you want the AC on, you gotta push the AC button.
Oh, why didn't we know
Oh, man. I'm pretty happy with this. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. What do you think?
It's great. I don't like the exhaust, but it's great.
Yeah, I don't like the exhaust either. So maybe this winter, if you still like it, we'll we'll bring it in, do something with the frame and the exhaust. They're doing construction here. We're just going to turn around real quick here.
Still might need to sit on a pillow, what do you think?
I don't think so. I think it sits up good now.
All for you.
I don't know. I'll let you drive and you can see. But overall, I think we're okay. This comes on because of the steering angle sensor, and I'm not too concerned about it. It's one of them things, we'll see how it goes. If she decides she likes it and wants to continue driving it, then maybe we'll do some more to it. I don't know. I might look for a set of tires, so at least so they're matching. If I come across a reasonable set, you know, maybe we swap them out. I don't know. The seat sits up better. I'm happy with that. I'm okay with it. I think you might be too, but we'll see. But I'll let you take it for a drive here and see what you think. I'm hiding. She doesn't know I'm recording. My prediction is she'll complain about the exhaust when she comes back. What do you think?
It was fine, I liked it. Except the blower, the air conditioner cut off 6 times, but it came back on. First time I went around the corner over there and it cut off, and it was so quiet I thought it stalled, but it wasn't. The blower motor just cut out for a few minutes. So I don't know what the
That's it? That's the only thing you got to say?
Yeah, other than that, it's fine. The one tire does seem a little bent, the wheel, I mean, it's fine.
I thought you were going to say the exhaust was too loud.
Well, it is, but we know that. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay. Guess that's the end of that.
I'm comfortable driving it. So.
I gotta tell you, I think that's the best $300 truck I ever bought. So we paid $300 as far as our bid, and then there was a $100 buyer's premium, their minimum, then a $115 title fee, and then on top of that total right there, we had our parts investment and some time. So there's what we have in it. So how long does this truck really have to last for how much money we have invested? I think it's going to be just fine. And if she really likes it come fall time, then we'll go ahead and do some more work to it, like maybe the steering angle. She's going to go get some floor mats and maybe a steering wheel cover for it if she wants. We might do the steering angle sensor on here. We might do some better tires that all match, and maybe some other stuff. But it's safe. Seems to be reliable. We're going to put some miles on it and see what it turns into. Not too bad for El Cheapo truck. Let's get a look under the hood, see how that turned out. Bad for 268,000 miles, I think. Not too bad at all. So that's the end of this one. As we make more changes, repairs, whatever, we'll bring you along. We'll see how long the 268,000 mile $300 truck lasts. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you on the next one. Say bye, lady.